Hey YouTube and Spotify, what is going on? This is iTalk here, and in today's podcast, we have a brand new podcast.
Peace and love, peace and love.
And yeah, hello. This is a podcast on what is today? It's going to be the December 12th, 2021.
I'm about to bust.
I did not mean to press that button, but you know what? I'm just going to keep it in. I legit don't even care. I'm going to keep that in. What's going on, everyone? I hope you're all doing well today on this Sunday. I'm recording this on a Saturday because I know for a fact I'm going to be kind of busy on Sunday and I want to get something out for you guys. Haven't made a commentary in quite some time, but I got a lot of people requesting that I bring back the podcast on kind of like a weekly basis almost, and I actually would like to do that. If you guys would like to see more podcasts from me, the minimum I ask is if you leave a like on the video, leave a comment, do whatever you want to do to support it, because the more attention it gets, the more likely I'm going to continue it. It's probably no stranger to anyone here on YouTube, especially, that if you constantly put out content that underperforms, YouTube will not recommend you a whole lot. And the podcasts weren't something that was super popular. They were kind of popular and I appreciate it, but like they weren't received as well as some of my other videos. So if you want to see more of this, the more you like it, the more you comment underneath, the more likely I will continue this series as a weekly thing. I don't want to move this to my second channel. I want to put this up on the main channel, the iTalk channel, just because I don't know. I think it makes sense to do that. Again, sorry if you hear any noise in the background. My friend, my brother has his friend over, and they can be a little bit loud. I hope he does not play the guitar, because he plays that guitar. Oh, you see, you could hear him right now. They're playing Fortnite right now, which will go in kind of the order that I usually do for podcasts, which I'm not going to lie to you, I kind of forgot how I did my usual podcasts, because I think the last time I had a podcast, I think it was about the no, it wasn't about the LGBT thing. It was about something else. I completely forgot what it was. But it was about my memories with like chapter 2. Usually the way the podcast would work would be like, oh, you talk about what's been going on with you, and then like you talk about this and that, and then maybe like the item shop recap. I'm not going to do the item shop recap, but I would like to see my here we go. My descriptions of like what I used to do in terms of my podcast. Here we go. I have my intro, what I've been doing, what content I've put out, and then talk about the topics. Now, I don't have any topics in front of me. By the way, shout out to Ruff over on Twitter for this amazing art. This is actually my background for now. As well as, I got to thank another person as well. Shout out to Lo-Fi Geek for supplying the non-copyright lo-fi that I use for my item shop videos now. They're very chill, and I think it kind of adds almost like a little bit of an extra layer to the item shop videos, because I know they don't take much effort, but you know what? You might as well like try to spice it up a little bit. And I know everyone's going to be asking me about my account, and that's going to be one of the main topics we talk about here. But first, we'll go over what I've been up to in real life. So the main thing I've really been doing is I've been trying to get outside more. I think I've talked about this before, but for real, I'm actually like outside more. Main reason why I was never really outside a whole lot was just because I didn't have a car for like, I want to say like half a year, maybe longer than that. I'm not entirely sure. I haven't really, had a car, and with no transportation, it's kind of hard for you to actually, get outside a little bit. And I'm very grateful I was able to afford a car and actually get one. I mean, I've been able to afford a car for a while. I guess I didn't know what I want. I wanted like a Tesla in the very beginning, but then I thought about it and I'm like, do I really need a Tesla? And like, I don't know, the whole charging thing kind of set me off, because it's like, I don't think we have many charging stations here in New Jersey. And I'm like, I feel like that would just be obnoxious. I trust gas stations more than I trust, energy stations, whatever they're called. I don't know. So I went with just like a normal car, and I'm very happy to have it. It's smooth. The lights are automatic. That's been a huge thing. Like the fact that like I could sit in the car, put my foot on the brake, and push a button to start it up. That's also really cool. And the fact that like the lights actually turn on, and like the headlights, the high beams turn on automatic if there's no cars in front of you is pretty insane. Pretty amazing that like cars can do this in 2021. The problem with what I've been doing with my channel is that I stay inside a lot. I like to just kind of not risk going outside. I used to be like SpongeBob in that one episode of what was it? It was like when he got injured, right? Like I think he like broke his butt or something like that. And he just forced himself to just stay inside all day. Well, he didn't really force himself. He just stayed inside all day because he knew that was where it was safe. And while, yes, staying home all day is safer than going out in the real world, you miss out on so much opportunity. You miss out on so much like communication and just like talking with the common man. And again, when I didn't have a car, I would just borrow my parents' car, but then I'd have that anxiety over my head like, oh, what if they need it? Oh, what if they need me to come back home for something? Because I've had times where like I'll order something and then I'll borrow a car, because this was when I didn't have a car, and then I would get like a text back like 2 minutes saying like I need the car right now for something, and then I would get like really upset about it because it was kind of annoying. But you know, it's understandable. It's not my car, but now I own a car, so now I have zero issues with actually going out. Now I don't have that like worry in the back of my head like, oh, what if they need me home for something? Like I tell them straight up, like I'm gonna go out. Right. So that's pretty cool. Happy with that. But yeah, I've been going outside more, and the biggest thing I've been doing is I've been going to my local arcade every weekend. They actually have a year-long pass where if you buy the pass, you essentially get free bowling, free 1 hour of bowling every time you go there, free laser tag, free go-karts, free rides. The only thing that isn't free is like the arcade cabinets, and that's where I spend most of my time, is the arcade cabinets, but still, it's a good deal. Because bowling, I think, is like, I want to say it's like, I don't even know the price on it. I want to say it's 15 per person, but I don't know. So just being like, I think the amount I paid for it was like 135 or 150 for the pass. So I've been getting my money's worth easily. Like I don't even bowl for the full hour. I just like bowl for like 30 minutes and then I just sit down and chill. Because that's the thing that is kind of sad with my predicament, is that I don't actually have many friends in real life. I didn't like shoo away my friends, but again, when I didn't have a car and I just did content all the time, I didn't make friends. I didn't talk with my real life friends because they would always be like, hey, you want to hang out? And I'm like, no, I'm busy with something. When in reality, I was rarely ever busy. It was just that my anxiety kept me home. Like it just wanted me to keep cranking out content and just doing the item shop, which I still do the item shop every day. I still haven't missed a day with it. But the thing with it is I haven't been able to like do anything because of the item shop reset. I'll explain it. I mean, it's pretty obvious what I'm talking about here, but I've been doing item shop for 3 years. And again, while it's not a difficult thing to record, dedicating your life to it is difficult. Yes, you only record for like 3 minutes. You upload the video, put the thumbnail, put the title, put the description, put the pinned comment, whatever you got to do, and then put the tags and then done, right? Well, doing that for 3 years straight is a bit difficult because there's things in my life that I would like to do. For example, I'm a huge Philadelphia Flyers fan. I love hockey. I know they're really not doing good right now, but I love hockey. It's my favorite sport of all time. I'd like to go to a hockey game every once in a while, but the thing is with Flyers hockey is that it's in Philly, which is, I want to say it's almost like an hour away from me. I mean, that's not the problem, but what the problem is that most of the games start at like 7 p.m. Eastern or 8 p.m. Eastern, right? There's rarely any games that even start at like 1. And even then, I have this like annoying thing in the back of my head. It's like, oh, well, if you get there at 1 and then you're there till 4 because a hockey game's like 3 hours, maybe you stay an extra hour, then it's like 5 o'clock, then you have traffic, and then you might not make it back home in time. And it's like all this like a really annoying stuff that like keeps looming over my head. That's been the bane of my existence for 3 years. And also like what if I get a girlfriend, right? Like what I couldn't. The current state of what I'm doing right now, I could not afford to get a relationship, nor do I necessarily want one right now. But in reality, I couldn't do it unless you'd really think that my girlfriend would be okay with me just doing item shop every day and just skipping out on all of the plans. I mean, to be fair, we could just like leave after shop or like, you know, do stuff before shop or whatever. It's still like a risk that I don't like. My life dictates around this item shop reset. So I don't know. I don't necessarily want to find anyone, but at the same time, it gets lonely, man. Because again, I was out at the arcade again. And like I said, I've been doing it every weekend now. It's super fun. But I'm going there by myself. I have no one to go with. I see all these people like in their friend groups and stuff like that are there. And I'm like, man, I don't know. I kind of miss it. But at the same time, it's a lot of responsibility to be friends with someone, obviously. But again, when you do YouTube full time and you stay at home all day, the realities blend a bit. And your reality might not be the same as like the actual reality. You know what I mean? So for me, reality is a bit different because my main thing is on the internet and I'm supposed to be on the internet most of the time with my life. So then when I go outside, it's almost different. Like I remember I was driving, I think I was just driving to get like a coffee in the morning. And I looked at like a billboard and I'm like, that's a really nice billboard. It's just one of the small things where it's like, you know, I miss enjoying life. And with the car, I've been able to enjoy my life again, which is great. Item shop, fine, I'll come back for item shop, but that's really about it. There really isn't too much else for me to really do anything with it. You know what I mean? Like I'm happy I can just live my life and then just come back for shop and then right after shop and do whatever. Like we just got done item shop now, like an hour ago. I was able to take a shower and just get ready for this podcast because I knew I was going to be recording a long one because I haven't really done a podcast in a while. So again, I go to an arcade every weekend now. They're only open like 3 days in the week. I think they're sometimes also out on Thursday. I think sometimes they are. It depends on like the day. If I look it up right now, right? If I look up the hours, it says it says on Monday they're open from noon to 8, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday they're open. I don't know if that's 100% accurate because I think it's a little bit different concerning COVID and also just because they also have like a nice outside area, but it's closed during the winter time. Makes total sense. But yeah, that's really what I've been doing. I've also just like, again, that was something I wanted to mention. I mentioned it on my second Twitter account, ReconExpert69, and I wanted to talk about it with you guys because I don't think I talked about it for like a podcast yet. But I had this really, really awful anxiety for years. I don't know what happened. Like, I don't know what caused me to have this like sudden issue, but it was bad. It was to the point where like I was scared to go out at certain times. I'd always have like a knot in the pit of my stomach all day, every day. Like it felt like I had like an ulcer in my body. Like it was terrible. And for whatever reason, I found this out. I'm reading it right now on the 14th of November. I tweeted this out, and I think I can drag it. Let me just make sure I'm like sharing the correct screen. Again, if you're listening on Spotify, you have no idea what I'm even doing here. Let's see. There we go. Yeah. So it says here, my mental health has not been this good for years. I'm tweeting this from like 6 towns away from where I live, and my anxiety would never let me go out this far. I'm so happy with my life right now. I'm praying the anxiety doesn't come back because holy I feel God's here right now. And I still feel very good. Despite me losing the account and everything, which we will talk about, I'm so happy that I don't feel like I have this horrible like cloud over my head where it was dictating my life and stuff. Again, I feel like it has something to do with the car. I feel like as soon as I got the car, I've been able to just like live my life a little bit and not have to worry about borrowing someone's car. Like, I think it has something to do with just like owning it myself and not worrying about borrowing stuff from people. I think that's why it kind of went away. And I'm happy that I own this car. And I'm happy. And it's really thanks to you guys that have been supporting me and the channel for 3 years now. Like, seriously, it really is all. It's because of YouTube. It's because of like the support I get online and stuff. It's all because of you that I'm even in the position I'm in. And I'm so grateful for every single one of you that listens to the podcast or just watches my videos. It's seriously extremely appreciated. Like, I don't have words to describe how appreciative I am. Like, yeah, am I lonely sometimes? Do I wish I had in real life friends? Yeah, sure. But like, I wouldn't. Where I'm at right now, we just hit 1 million subscribers on YouTube. What do you want me to say? Like, just thank you so much from the bottom of my heart with that. Yeah, I wish I had real life friends. Yeah, I wish I, was able to have a little bit more like with personality and with my life and stuff. But with what I have right now, I'm grateful for everything, dude. And me losing the account kind of opened my eyes to like what I have, because there's always, with that one song you can't what was the phrase? It was something along the lines of like, you don't know what you got till it's gone, right? And with me losing my Fortnite account, I could not have felt that harder. And we might as well talk about that. So I did lose my Fortnite account. We talked about this on the podcast a while ago about what I did to my account that did get it removed. A friend of mine gave me their account. I don't remember exactly when. I said it was like around season 3-ish. They had given me their account because they just no longer play the game anymore. And they decided to give it to me because at the time I wanted to work on Fortnite music videos because I know that account had Rock Out on it. And that was the main reason why I needed the account, was because of the Rock Out emote, because the songs I listen to are very rock heavy and rock inspired. And actually, to show you a little bit of proof of what I'm saying here, I'm going to go, again, if you're on Spotify, I apologize, you will not be able to see this, but I'm going to talk about it. If I go really far down into my playlists here, I think I had one. It's locked right now, but it should tell me like when I started when I started it. And I think I talk about, here we go. I think it's called Fortnite Music Video Possibilities. It says last updated December 1st, 2020. Wow. Oh, I think it only said that because one of the videos is actually hidden now. And I don't remember what it was, but one of the songs was Seether, Betray, and Degrade, and the other one was The Struts, Body Talks. I was planning on making those into like music videos because I was really into Sushi Films at the time. I had worked with him, and I really wanted to make something like a music video or something like that. It never ended up doing it, but I had the account anyway. And then when Fortnite announced merging, I'm like, oh, you know what? I might as well just merge this account because I didn't have Black Knight, Sparkle Specialist, Blue Squire, Royal Knight. And I also did not have the Reaper, and I didn't have Elite Agent. Believe it or not, I actually didn't. I had done Season 3, I just didn't complete it all the way. So I had those skins on my account for like 2 years, maybe, with no problems at all, really. And then I asked for like a loading screen, and what ended up happening is the support team saw the merged account I had, and they just disabled it and said, we have to disable your account because the account you merged with was not under your IP address. It was not under your control when it was created. And that's the thing too, like the person gave me like the email and everything. Like I think it was full access, but regardless, I still lost the account. And that really sucked for a little bit. And then I saw like the support I got online and stuff like that, and it really just opened my eyes with how much support I actually really have in the community. I don't want my account back just because like of who I am. Like that's the last thing I want, because I didn't look at many of the replies because I was overwhelmed, to be honest with you. I was overwhelmed. I was getting the anxiety again. But someone said like, they feel bad that I lost the account, but TOS is TOS. I 100% agree with that. I totally understand that. I'm not trying to be like, hey, give me the account back because my name is iTalk and I'm a huge YouTuber. Not even close. The way I had it was that I wanted it back because I had spent so much money on this account. I haven't calculated it, but it was probably somewhere between $20,000 to $30,000 on this account. And the thing that pissed me off about it was that no one noticed until like I was almost at the 1,200 skin collection mark. Like they let me waste all that money just to take it away from me. And that's what kind of bothered me, is that, if I had known, like that's the thing too, because the account didn't get banned for so long, I assumed what I did was fine. And I still think what I did was fine. Like I didn't hack the account or anything. Like the friend legit gave it to me. It would have been a different story if I had taken the account from someone and then they complained to support about it, because if they had done that, then that would make sense and I did a horrible thing. It was just an account that was given to me. Like for real. I have no reason. I have really no reason to lie to you about this. It was given to me by a friend and they didn't need it. Right? So that's why I'm like, okay, I guess I'll merge it. I probably shouldn't have done that. And I know I shouldn't have done that, but I almost really hate that Fortnite even introduced the merging thing, because I feel like a lot of people abused it by hacking accounts and doing malicious things with it. Regardless, I mean, at this point, I'm still a little bit upset about it, especially because like the exclusives Like, I still have my phone for the Galaxy skin that I redeemed back in Season 5. Double Helix. I paid $600 for Double Helix. I paid for the Wildcat. I got the Reflex code. You know what I mean? Like, I put so much money into that account. And that's what, like, sucks. Is the money I put into it. Not necessarily the skins, but, like, the money I put into it. And what also kind of triggered my anxiety a little bit is I have, like, this... Someone had mentioned it in a podcast or in a Piezo video. Like, do I have collector's anxiety? Yes. Yes, I do. I wanted to get that loading screen because that was a loading screen I was missing and I didn't want to not get it. I had every wrap, had every emote, right? I was only missing 3 outfits. And, you know, the thing that I'm a little worried about, even though, again, I'm pretty much over it at this point, but the thing I'm a little bit worried about, right, is if maybe somehow I get the account back, right? But that doesn't happen for like an entire year. Well, then what happens? Because I missed out on so many skins. You know, yeah, I didn't use many of the skins I owned, but I would have liked to keep the collection going. So if I somehow miraculously get this account back, I would ask Fortnite, like, hey, with this account I'm using right now, would you mind just putting the, like, again, the merging thing, would you mind merging this account with that one just so I can keep the collection going? Because I want to keep it going. And I don't even care if I lose the Season 2 and some of the Season 3 stuff that I got merged. I don't care. I don't care. That's like 6 cosmetics. It's still a good collection. Regardless of all that, it's still a good collection. So I would personally like to see my account come back somehow or some way, but I'm not holding my hopes out for it. I'm not expecting it. And again, I was thinking about it. I'm just grateful for the support. I'm grateful for good health. I'm grateful that my anxiety is getting better. I'm grateful I have a car. I'm grateful I have a family. I'm grateful I have internet friends. I really don't have too many in real life friends, but I have friends, right? So there's so much to be grateful for. And there's so much, like, I watch all those like YouTube videos where it's like, it makes you feel so good. And I have a playlist dedicated to feel good videos. I think I actually, I'm trying to remember. I think I not unlisted. I think I unprivated it because it was just like my own little personal stash of just like videos that made me feel good. I think it's not private anymore. Is it private? It is public. No, it is public. And I think I can show you here again. I always just like want to make sure what I'm showing is good. Yep, we are good here. This video, right, or not this video, but just like these videos in general. East Idaho News makes great videos. Other videos that are just, you know, they just put a smile on your face, man. They just put a smile on your face. I love these kinds of videos. And yeah, I have 86 of them. I have 86 of these videos, and they all, like, they make me feel good. They make me feel better. A lot of them are like the military, you know, coming back home videos. You know what I mean? Just like little stuff. That Was Epic also makes some pretty decent videos too. Just like, you know, a lot of them. I mean, this one's horrible. That one's sad. But like, if anything, what they do is they make me feel something. And again, it's a Fortnite account that I lost. I didn't lose a leg, right? I didn't lose a leg or anything. And that was one thing I wanted to talk about too, because I think people don't necessarily understand this. But I don't know what my net worth is, nor would I ever like make that public because I don't think it's really anyone's business. But my net worth does not equal my Fortnite account. Okay, so that's what I told people in my collecting video. I said, if you can afford it and then some, I don't see the problem in people collecting cosmetics. But you got to understand that, like, you could lose it. Like, you could legitimately lose it. And people need to be careful, because the way I see it, right? The way I see it is that it's Fortnite's property at the end of the day. And that is true. Like, it is legitimately Fortnite's property for what they allow and what they don't allow. They could take your account without any notice, right? So don't put money into your account if you can't afford it and if you're breaking the bank, essentially. You don't want to do that. You don't want to spend you don't want to spend more on your account and not get a return back. Like, what I did for my account was an investment, because what I had done was, okay, I'm going to buy cosmetics. Everyone likes seeing me buy everything in the shop. And in return, people like that for views and for monetary gain through my supporter creator code ITF and through YouTube advertisements, right? So that's what it was. It was essentially an investment. And I had lost the account, and yeah, I lost my investment. But what happened as well is that people have now decided to like the new way I'm doing the item shop videos now, where I don't just flat out buy everything. I will most likely buy everything that's brand new. I will most likely do that just because I want to still support them, and I like the new stuff they put out anyway. But in terms of like the old stuff, I'm only going to buy the stuff that I actually genuinely like, and that might give people a new perspective on what I think about cosmetics. Because yeah, for the longest time I just bought everything. You couldn't really tell what I liked and didn't like because I bought it anyway. But now with this, it's like, well, now you can kind of get a better understanding of what I actually like in the game. So I feel like a lot of good actually came out of my account getting banned. Yeah, it sucks. I lost it all, and it was such a good collection. I was so happy and proud of it, but you know, life moves on. You just got to keep on rolling. You just got to keep on moving. And that's really the bottom line about it. You just got to keep moving. Like, that's the thing, right? When life hits you with something that you just can't do, or something that's just out of your control, you just can't like fight it, or you just can't do anything. What do you do? You sometimes you just got to accept it. Sometimes you got to accept it. Again, if Fortnite reconsiders and actually gives me my account back, would be greatly appreciated, but it's not the end of the world. And also, I don't know who made this meme. I think one of my friends made this meme, but this is pretty accurate. This is pretty accurate. So I'd be careful. Like if you for whatever think that you could have done something that could have gotten you banned on Fortnite. I'm talking anything, like maybe even helping a friend do something, right? Like if you had to use their account for something to help them with challenges or something like that, I'd be careful with support. They are they're like, you know, they took me out, and I think someone had said this. I think it's because people are abusing the, hey, can you remove the skin from my account thing? And I think because people are doing that, support is just getting a little bit out of hand, and they're kind of like banning people for stuff like that. So like, I don't know, just, you got to be careful out there, and I don't want anyone else to get banned. And I also don't want anyone to attack Fortnite for their decision. Please don't do that. To be fair, I haven't seen anyone do that, which is great. But then again, like I said, I haven't really seen much of the support comments because it was overwhelming me to an extreme level. Like, again, like I still can't handle that. So, but I did see that like free iTalk was trending on Twitter, which is very nice. I don't like, I didn't even call for a hashtag because I didn't want this to be made about me, because I hate making things about me. That's not something I want to do really ever. But in this situation, it was about me. It was my account. So I do appreciate everyone just being there. I got so many DMs. I got so many messages. And I greatly appreciate it. Like everyone's been so kind, and that makes me feel good. I feel good that people actually, you know, cared about the situation. Most of them weren't ragging on me or anything, which I expected. It's the internet. You got to expect people to rag on you for things. That's normal. And I'm okay with that. You got to take it sometimes. And I've seen people like not be able to take criticism. You got to take it, dude. If you want to make it online, you got to take the criticism. If people just hate on you, you got to take it. You just got to take it. And I welcome it. I want people to criticize me. I want people to tell me what I can do better with everything. Like, tell me I don't deserve my account back. That's fine. To an extent, I don't think I deserve it back either. But if they could just like remove the merch cosmetics that got it banned in the first place, I feel like that would resolve a lot. But it doesn't seem like that's going to be the case. I've contacted like higher ups at Epic. Not much they can really do, because it was a violation of the TOS EULA agreement. So because it was that, it's really hard. Like this wasn't like an accidental disabling. This was like a legitimate one. So understandable. I completely understand it. At least now I have contacts with like more people now, and they seem nice. So I guess there's that. I won't say any names, but yeah. One thing I will mention, though, this is kind of like an exclusive little thing for you guys that listen to the podcast. Thank you so much. Question I got, but I did not ask it because I thought it was inappropriate to ask it. just because I thought bad timing. Someone had asked me, are they still going to give you cosmetics early? Right? Are they still going to, because like, if you guys don't remember, they gave me the Fortnite cards. They gave me the comics early. Like, Fortnite's been nice to me, man. They've done a lot of nice things for me. And I didn't ask my main contact about this because I thought it was just weird timing. Like, I don't even know if my contacts even really like me much anymore, because I've been saying this before. Imagine you make a game and then someone breaks your TOS. Do you think you're going to be buddy-buddy with that person? I don't necessarily think so. At least I don't. I feel like I'd look at you a little bit different. I'd look at you more in a cynical look. You know what I mean? So I don't necessarily know what the people at Epic Games even think of me anymore. I didn't have contact with everyone, but like, I did let them know, like, hey, I buy all your cosmetics. Hey, like I didn't tell people that, but I guess they knew who I was. That's the thing with Twitter. If you don't think Fortnite knows about you, they probably do know about you. So I try to set a good example on Twitter and stuff like that. And again, with me getting my account disabled, it didn't make Fortnite look very good. At least I feel like it didn't. But the question was, are you even going to get anything from Fortnite again? I got an email from Fortnite saying they wanted to send me a Christmas card. So it looks like they're still going to keep supporting me and sending me stuff early, which I'm very grateful for. I would have bought the new stuff regardless anyway. But it's nice that they still want to support me. I think it's just because like I've supported them for so long. Like, the one person I talked to about the situation and how I wanted it resolved, like I talked to like a higher up about it, he felt bad for me and he understood what was going on. But like, again, not much they can do about it considering a broke TOS. Again, sorry, my brother and his friend are very loud. They're on the opposite side of my room, so I apologize if you can hear them. But again, I'm just grateful I even have my code. I'm grateful I have my YouTube channel. I'm grateful I have this awesome community. You guys are so kind to each other, and I greatly appreciate that, because it's tough to have a super wholesome community. It really is, because it's a lot easier to be negative than it is to be positive. And, you know, as my header says on my second Twitter account, take it day by day. Don't stress too much about tomorrow. I love like those quotes, and like I like all those things where it's all like inspirational, because this is something I don't think I ever talked about. I'll just mention it briefly. I had a Twitter account where I would just like help people that had like suicidal tendencies, dealt with bullying, and even like well, it's like not like bulimia, like really stressful stuff for like high schoolers and stuff like that. I ran that back when I was like 20, I think, maybe even younger than that. And I would just be like a support page. I would just like post inspirational things and like things to make people feel better, because I didn't like seeing people get bullied. I was someone that got bullied in high school easily. Oh yeah, even in middle school. Oh yeah, I got picked on a lot, but you know, I like to take what I've learned from like my family and my friends and just my overall experiences and kind of like pass them on to people. I've always wanted to like help people out with stuff, and I'm grateful I can use my platform for good in that sense. I mean, I know it's a Fortnite page, but still, it's like I'm happy I can spread a little bit of positivity with what I do. So that's really it for what I've been up to and everything else, because I know I went on a really long tangent, but I feel like I haven't really talked to you guys in a while, and I wanted to let you guys know what was going on. That's pretty much the reason why I haven't made a ton of commentaries in the past, because the account getting banned, having to do thumbnails without the emotes I had and without the skins I had, it's a little bit more difficult. If I have to slap a PNG on there, I'm just going to do it. I have all the PNGs and stuff, but like I might just have to do that, but I don't think people necessarily care too much about that. But that's about it with that. So I guess we can move on to Fortnite talk now. Yeah, 34 minutes into the video, we're finally talking about Fortnite. Lot of good stuff. A lot of cool things to talk about. Season 3 of Fortnite. It's amazing. I wanted to mention this on Twitter, but I wanted to save it for the podcast. Here's how I see Chapter 3, right? Chapter 3 had less hype than Chapter 2. You can't beat Chapter 2's hype. You had the black hole for 3 days. That was the most insane thing Fortnite had ever done to like bring hype to the game. This season, or this chapter, did not have that. We had you stuck in the ocean for like less than 24 hours, I think. Like, it wasn't a very long time. Now, it was rumored that because Fortnite Poland leaked out the trailer for Chapter 3 Season 1, that they sped it up and they just had it released on Sunday and not on a Tuesday. I still think Chapter 2 did it better with hyping it up, personally to me. But Chapter 3 changed up the game way more than Chapter 2 did. Like, yes, the UI is still the same as Chapter 2's. A lot of the same things are there since Chapter 2, but at least with this, like, they went all out with it. I mean, if you just want one thing, right? Every gun is different. These are all brand new weapons we've never had before. And for the most part, I think they're good. The ARs are nice. I love the MK7. Oh my God. The AR where you go in first person. If we can make Fortnite an entire first person mode where everything's first person, that would just be great. I would love that. Seriously, if creative had like a setting where everything was first person mode, including like seeing your gun in your hand, like here, I can show visuals again. If you're listening on Spotify, I really do apologize here, but like I got this visual glitch by accident while I was in creative, but like see how the gun is like this? I want it to be like this when you're just like walking, and then when you're running, like the gun will go to the side and stuff like that. I want Call of Duty in Fortnite. Like I don't know how else to put it. If they put Call of Duty in Fortnite, I would be very, very happy with that. And I'm trying to, like, in case you guys have never played Call of Duty, I want to try to like pull up a picture that really shows what I'm talking about here. I gotta find it. Oh, I'm also very excited for this skin to come out. Hopefully we do get the Gingerbread Aerial Assault Trooper sometime this year, because that was one thing I wanted to mention. Where's the new Christmas stuff? Where's the new Christmas cosmetics? We don't have any, and it's already the 11th of December. I don't think we're getting a lot for Christmas this year. I don't want to sound like a downer, but like, dude, where's the Fortnite Christmas skins? And I don't even know when we're getting the update, the next update. I mean, I don't even need an update. Like, I'm enjoying the game right now. I'm not desperate for an update right now. But for like the cosmetics, we kind of do need it. Actually, I know how to like showcase what I'm trying to do. If I can just just do something like this. Yeah, that should be fine. You won't be able to hear the audio, but like, here's Call of Duty 4, one of my personal favorite games of all time. This is what I would like in Fortnite. I would at least like it as like a creative option. This is just you holding a sniper in your hand. You see the sniper, like, this is not Save the World first person. People always say, "Oh, you know, Save the World has first person." Yes, I know it has first person, and it's terrible. First person in Call of Duty, you see the gun in your hand, right? And then when you're running, you see that the gun goes to your side, like in the game. But in the first person mode, it does that. And then, like, you know, just throwing grenades is first person. Everything in Call of Duty is first person. Then when you scope down, look, you see the scope and everything. Bada bing, bada boom. If we could get that with Fortnite, and including the reload animations. The MK7 has such a sick reload animation that I would absolutely love it if we could see that in first person. Having everything in third person has been so boring, and I feel like we need a change. And I would just say, make it an option in creative. Give me the option in creative to just have the camera be a first person perspective for every gun. I think that'd be sick. If we could have a setting like that, I would be amazed if we could have that. I'd work on creative all the time at that point. And side note, I can't update my maps in creative anymore. I lost all that. So sadly, once Jailhouse Domination somehow breaks itself, because I know maps do break, I can't fix it, sadly. So kind of a rip there, but I did want to let you guys know I am working on more creative stuff. I will be focusing a lot on creative again, just because like it's a fresh start. So I've been able to kind of like, I've been able to like figure things out, and I'm working on stuff now, which is great. But yeah, here is the Fortnite news post for Fortnite Chapter 3. A lot to go over, and I'm very excited about it. They say, welcome to the next Actually, you know what? Haven't taken a drink in a while. Sorry if that was really loud. I take a swig of soda. I got to be careful with my soda intake right now because I had a tooth extraction. Hurt, by the way. Really hurt. so I can't drink a ton of soda, and if I do, it's got to be on the right side of my mouth, not the left one. And I also can't drink it out of a straw for a little bit. It's okay, I can still talk though. The tooth they took out, by the way, it was like stabbing me in the mouth for like a while. It hurt. So I'm happy it's gone. Welcome to the next chapter of Fortnite. The island from chapter 2 has been turned upside down. Literally, step onto the new island and explore every corner of the undiscovered world in Fortnite. Chapter 3, Season 1, flipped. Creative tagline, I guess. We don't need that. Fortnite Chapter 3 Season 1 is a new beginning, a perfect starting point for new players and a perfect returning point for those who haven't played in a while. Witness the wintry new island thaw, discover new locations plus a few surprises, seize victory crowns, and complete new quests. Okay. Slide, swing, and retreat. Running downhill, try sliding to get around quickly and evade enemy fire while still being able to shoot and build. I love the sliding. The sliding mechanic is it's so addicting. Absolutely love it. That was like another big thing with this chapter. Sliding. So huge. Now I'm wondering if they're going to make like a cosmetic around it. Like, what if they have like a slide trail, right? What if they make like a slide trail where like fire comes out of your butt or something like that when you're sliding? Just saying. We need a new cosmetic. I still wanted charms. I still want gun charms. Want to swing on the Daily Bugle and other buildings. Starting December 11th, that is actually today at the time of recording this, you'll be able to put on Spider-Man's web shooters. Did an enemy knock you out? You're now able to crawl faster to safely reach your squad. You can now pick stuff up while knocked out too, and you can drop it to your teammates, which is nice. And also, I remember this was so funny. I had knocked someone and they gave me like their shotgun, like they threw it out and I still killed them anyway. But at the same time, I feel bad because I'm like, well, now I really had no reason to kill him because he dropped all of his stuff anyway. So pretty funny. You can put on Spider-Man's web shooters no matter what outfit you're using, but you can also put them as the iconic web slinger himself. With the Chapter 3 Season 1 Battle Pass, unlock outfits like Spider-Man, the Wanderer Ronin, the Outlaw Harlow, and more. Later on in Chapter 3 Season 1, unlock the leader of the legendary Seven, the Foundation, aka Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. And speaking of Spider-Man, look out for the new Spideys, plus a few friends and foes dropping into the item shop throughout the season. I didn't see that part. Look out for new Spideys. So there will be more Spider-Man skins. Good. This is one collab I absolutely understand why we needed the game. This is a really good one. This doesn't feel boring. This doesn't feel like just like some random cookie cutter one. This is a good one. Plus a few friends and foes. Green Goblin. Easily Green Goblin. Bane would be cool. Yeah, I watched the first 3 Spider-Man films, the Sam Raimi ones. Yeah, dropping into the item shop throughout the season. Interesting. XP Beyond Battle Royale. Actually, you know what? I just remembered something. Give me 1 second here. We're going to go to my community tab. Because I mentioned it on my community tab. We're getting Boba Fett on the 24th of December. Okay. So that will be in the files on the next patch. Okay, just wanted to know. Battle Royale isn't the only place to earn XP towards your battle pass. Oh man, this is an interesting topic too. You can also earn XP from accolades and creative. Creators can incorporate accolades in their maps, games, or experiences for players jumping in. Play your preferred way to unlock Spidey, the Foundation, and more. Lot of XP glitches with these. It's unfortunate, but it is how it is, I guess. They gotta protect that more. They gotta like figure that out a bit more. The new island isn't just a fresh battlefield, it's also ripe for exploration. Roam the western snowfield and ascend to a 7 outpost. Traverse the eastern tropics with a motorboat, get a taste of cozy living in Condo Canyon. And after most of the snow has thawed, actually it says most of the snow. Cross the grassland and discover a previously snowed-in secret. That secret, I believe, is Tilted Towers, which cool they're bringing that back. Found a pristine landscape you don't want to leave behind. Need a home base while exploring the island. Throw down a tent to heal up or stash items to collect in future matches. I'm iffy with this. It's not that like I hate it. It's just that I don't use it very much at all. A teammate can use your tent to assemble their own, meaning the whole squad can get in on the fun. I'm actually pretty sure they patched it where you can't have more than one person in the tent anymore, but still. If the storm's coming up on your camp, pack your tents for a new campsite or leave them there. Leave them if there's no time. You can still access your stashed items in new tents. See, I like the concept. I just don't use the concept very much. That's just me. I just don't use it. I don't hate it. I just don't use it. Plays highly enough in Battle Royale and earn a victory crown. You'll start your next match wearing a crown, but with bragging rights come high stakes. The crown will shine in all its glory, making you stand out to those seeking a victory crown of their own. Hold onto your crown for bonus XP during the match, and if you're skilled enough to win while wearing the crown, you'll get an exclusive emote. I like that they're trying something new. Besides the number over the emote, what is the point of this? Like, they should make a season shop where the amount of wins you get allows you to buy certain cosmetics. Just saying, like the season shop. I know people didn't like the season shop back in season 1, but I feel like there'd be a different tune for people in chapter 3 season 1. I feel like people would actually buy cosmetics depending on how many wins they have. But the big problem with that is that you can just do bot lobbies and easily just get wins. It's that simple. You could easily just do that. And then it also comes to the cost of like, well, skill-based matchmaking. People don't really like dealing with skill-based matchmaking. And the other thing you got to deal with too is just like, people don't want to try every game, right? But then again, if you don't try every game, then you don't necessarily care about the skins and stuff. I don't know. I'd like to see more done with this. An emote's cool, but I want to see an item shop specific for people that have crown, like a certain number of crowns. Copy Fall Guys. Just saying. Just do that. That's all you got to do. And then we have the Fortnite Flipped Battle Pass. If I click this, what does it do? Oh, it takes me to this. That's cool. Now through March 19th, Wow. March 19th is when the season ends. I'm cool with the season lasting a bit because I'm legitimately having fun with it. Explore the undiscovered island, take the crown, swing into Spider-Man. Swing into Spider-Man. So we have the skins here. I like how they have all this on the website for me. So we have the foundation. I'm happy the secret skin is a character skin. Dwayne Johnson as the foundation. I will get to my iffiness with it in a bit. Spider-Man, awesome. Spider-Man's such a cool character. People love Spider-Man. I'm okay with him being technically the tier 100. Shanta, I love this skin. It reminds me of Kestrel from Rogue Company, but this skin looks sick. I love this sort of like aesthetic. It's great. Lieutenant John Llama, shout out to Pulso over on Twitter for making this design. I think it's adorable. Haven't ran him because I haven't unlocked him yet, but I think the design is very nice. Harlow reminds me a lot of Steven Universe for some whatever reason. Skin sick. Love the mask. Really cool. Love the jumpsuit and stuff like that. It's a neat outfit. It's really good. I do thoroughly enjoy it. Moving on from that, we have Gumbo. Gumbo's cool. I like him. He kind of reminds me of like Gugamon in a way because of like the edgy aesthetic to him, and you know, it's still really cool. Haven's nice. I like Haven too. Haven's like very natural. I think the skin's good. And then finally we have the Ronin skin. I like him. 2 issues though. Number 1, that mask is horrible. This right here, horrible. It's way too wide and it's way too thick. It doesn't look very good. I will never run that mask when I run him. I just don't like it. Also, he does remind me a lot of Vendetta, and I don't know if this was like an evolution of Vendetta, but I still think the skin's good. It's just I'm never running that mask. And the cape I'm not 100% sold on just yet. I haven't run all the styles yet, but that's just kind of how I feel about it. So now I'll kind of talk about my feelings with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson being the foundation. Okay. I didn't want to believe it at first because, you know, I just didn't want to believe it. I didn't mind that he voiced him, but I was a little bit mixed with him actually being the character. The number one thing I kind of have an issue with Rock being the foundation is that, like, we're taking Fortnite characters, we're taking important lore characters, and now we're just putting celebrities in it, right? Like the big defense for like the collab skins was like, well, it doesn't affect the gameplay. Well, it doesn't really affect the story. It's just the metaverse. That's what you got to take it as. I understand that, but like the fact that they made the foundation a celebrity doesn't sit 100% right with me. I love Dwayne. I love his time in the WWE. I know more about him than a lot of other people do. I watched his movies The Rundown and Walking Tall. Both I don't know what that sound was. Both fantastic movies. The Rundown's one of my personal favorite movies. Includes Sean William Scott, great actor, and Christopher Walken was in that movie. Fantastic movie. I loved his time in WWE as the Hollywood gimmick, Hollywood Rock, and also just like him in WWF and WWE. Loved his time there. Him and John Cena, the feud in like WrestleMania 27 and 28, I believe the two WrestleManias were. They were pretty good. Like he is. I also remember his match with Mick Foley at WrestleMania 20 against Evolution, which was Randy Orton. He's huge now. Ric Flair and Triple H. No, I'm sorry. Randy Orton was not there. It was Triple H, Ric Flair, and Batista. That was before they got their hands on Randy Orton to be on that team. So I thoroughly enjoy The Rock. I love him. He is a legitimately nice guy. I have had a sour feeling in the pit of my stomach about including celebrities in this game now because of the thing that happened with Travis Scott, right? Because of the thing that happened with him, it really makes me almost feel like Fortnite should not really include real life personalities in the game anymore. Because what are they supposed to do if the person in question they put in the game, what if they get into something controversial? Especially when you put The Rock in such an important role as a lore character. You see what I'm getting at, right? Like, I'm not saying The Rock is a bad guy. He's one of the nicest guys ever, but you don't know everyone. You don't know every celebrity. You know what they act like in public, but you don't know what they're like behind the scenes, right? You just don't know. So if The Rock was to do something horrible, and I'm not saying he's going to, and I'm not saying he would do it, but I'm just, again, I didn't think Travis Scott would do anything horrible. And then what happened with his Astroworld thing? Again, I don't want to get into that because I know people are very mixed with that opinion of what I had about it. But you get my point. Like, what if, you know, those posts with like Ninja? I gotta find one of them because it's really funny. I gotta find this. Hold on. I think, yeah, I found it already. Hold on. I think this is it, right? Okay, that is not one I want to show because that one's a little bit, yeah, here we go. Here's one. Can I like, I gotta find it. Hold on. I think if I just like, can I just like copy the image and then just like paste it right here? There we go. Trying out this new golf cart and just hit a family of 4. Talk about a squad wipe. # no skins. Listen, Ninja is a nice guy. I like Ninja. Okay. He even commented on one of my videos almost a year ago talking about him playing the game again. He's legitimately a nice guy. I like Tyler Ninja Blevins. I'm not saying this in a way where I'm saying, oh, he would do this. But just imagine if he would. If he was to squad wipe someone with a golf cart and hit a family of 4, what does Fortnite do? They just take the skin away, right? That's what they do. They just take Ninja out from the game. I'm going to talk about something very serious with this as well. This is going to be a little bit disturbing, so just let you know there's a little bit of a warning there. There was a wrestler in the WWE by the name of Chris Benoit. You might know who he is. You might know about his situation because the name is kind of a big deal. I think what happened was like he hurt his head really bad. Like his brain was like the brain of like an 80-year-old on Alzheimer's or something like that. Like the dude's brain was just not there. And what he ended up doing one day, just out of the blue, I believe he murdered his wife and one of his kids, and then he committed suicide. And ever since that happened, WWE has scrubbed his name from everything. Like, if you go on the WWE Network, you'll never see his name there. If he had a match with someone, it'll just say the match with one person and not the other one. They never mention his name anymore, right? The point I'm trying to get at when I mention that is that it's almost like a liability for Fortnite to keep these real people in the game. Because I feel like, again, if these people do something heinous or they do, like, God forbid they do something horrible, what does Fortnite do? They have to scrub everything, right? They would have to. And I'm shocked the thing with Travis Scott, they just, you know, I don't want them to act too fast on their decisions on things because I know a lot of people want to do that. Like, as soon as, like, the Travis Scott thing happened, everyone said, oh, like, they just said whatever they said. Fortnite's got to wait on it a little bit. I understand that. But, like, I'm still shocked that even after everything that came out, like 10 people died at his concert. I'm shocked they have not offered refunds on the skin, or they haven't just flat out taken the skin completely, right? Like, it's just one of those things. So, like, putting The Rock as a Fortnite character, you understand the implications. You understand why that could be maybe not the greatest idea. When you keep everything to like a fantasy, it's a little bit more tolerable, and it's a lot safer to do that. Because, like, again, imagine if Rock does something. And again, I'm not saying he would. I have to stress that. I'm not saying any of these people are horrible. But again, like, you just never know. So, like, if it was to do something, what are you going to do? Completely remake the trailer? You're going to completely remake the event? Like, you're going to just completely, like, just make his character not The Rock anymore? It's just, like, I wouldn't risk it. I would just, I don't, it was cool that it was The Rock. I'm happy it was The Rock. I just feel like it's almost like why? Like, I don't know. So, I'm very mixed on it. Again, I don't want people to think like, oh, I hate the decision, because I don't. It's just it feels weird, and I don't know. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do. If something, I'm not expecting anything bad to happen. I'm just saying I wish the lore would stick to lore and not have celebrities in it. That's all I'm saying. I don't hate collabs. You know my stance on collabs. I don't hate them. I'm just saying I want lore to stay within the lore. That's all. I mean, I guess I shouldn't get I should have figured this out, because I mean, we have Batman in the story too. So I mean, I don't know. I think I'm overreacting for nothing at this point, but I still feel a little weird about him being the Foundation. But regardless, Battle Pass, do I think it's any good? Yeah, I think it's really good. A lot better than Chapter 2 Season 1's. I'm not gonna lie, Chapter 2 Season 1, the Battle Pass was kind of forgettable. A lot of characters were just kind of there. I mean, I don't even remember most of them. They had one that looked like me. You had a few other ones that I don't know. They had like the whole alter ego style thing. Didn't really, I don't know, it's just kind of boring. With this, at least it's a lot better. I feel like there's a lot more personality with this Battle Pass, and I'm happy for that. I think it's a really good Battle Pass. So with that out of the way, I guess we'll talk about the map and the locations and stuff like that for this season. So let's take a look. I'm looking on my game right now. Here's the map. So we have some locations. We have Logjam Lumberwood, or Lumberyard, excuse me. It's just a whole bunch of mats over there. I like the aesthetic. It looks nice. We have Shifty Shafts back. That is such a random location to bring back from the Chapter 1 map, but I'm genuinely okay with it. Seriously, I'm okay with it. It's a nice location. I like the underground, and there's like a lot of mines in that area. It's very nice. Sleepy Sound, gorgeous location. I love the use of a motel again, and it feels like a motel. Like, every room is like the exact same, and they're all like really crammed and stuff. It feels like a real motel. It's a really nice location. Really like it. Daily Bugle is okay. This big crater around the Bugle is really confusing to me. It's just, it kind of looks, I don't want to say it looks terrible on the map, but it just kind of looks like a big turd is like on the map with the crater around it. The building is cool though. Gives me Tilted Towers vibes. Coney Crossroads is also a very nice location. I'll get to, like, I guess my problem with the map at the end, even though it's really not that big of an issue. It's just like it's a time issue. We have Camp Cuddle, which once again, I think looks very nice. Greasy Grove is back. Classic location. Nothing but positive to say about it. Rocky Reels feels a lot like, the one beach location we had in Chapter 2. Chonkers Speedway is also pretty good, and so is Condo Canyon. I like all these. Sanctuary is pretty good, a lot of grass, and then the Joneses is pretty all right. Now, here's my problem with the map. I'm not used to it just yet. I'm not used to, like, the locations and stuff like that. If you were to tell me what Sleepy Sound is, I couldn't tell you what it was, because there's nothing distinct yet about the map that makes me like, oh, I know where we are, right? Like, I just don't fully know everything about this map yet. I have to play it more to obviously learn about it. So right now, everything just feels the same to me. Everything just looks the same to me right now. And I said this on Twitter, but I do hope that when the snow melts, that we still have some snow on the map. I don't want it to all be green, because that would be boring. We have to have some different biomes. Chapter 1 map, we had a swamp, we had a desert, we had grass, and we had snow. I wouldn't mind if they just did the same thing again. Just have grass, have sand, and then have snow. And then if you want to put a swamp in there, go for it. That'd be great. We need more biomes. I'm tired of all the green grass. We need more visually appealing things. And I love the buildings they have and everything. Like, everything feels good with the map. It's just I can't tell them apart at the moment. That's all. I just can't tell them apart. But with that, I did ask Twitter to ask me some questions because I knew I was going to record this podcast tonight. And now I think we're going to do that. So I'll put this here on the YouTube side of things so you guys can see it. Recording a podcast tonight, leave questions for me to answer. Next time, the next podcast, I will answer questions directly from YouTube, most likely. From Fart Knocker, nice name. Did you ever think about making shopping sprees now that you lost your account? People love them, and I think it would kind of fit with your content. Talk about the cosmetic a bit, and then buy it in a compilation. I don't see myself doing that anymore. I genuinely don't see myself buying everything in the game anymore. I just, like, mentally, I just cannot do it. I will just kind of continue the path where I just buy things I genuinely like, and all the new things. I will continue to buy all the new things for sure. That's kind of the way I see it. From Adam, is Fortnite losing its cartoony feel because it feels like houses are very realistic now, which looks very garing compared to Chapter 2 and Chapter 1. I don't necessarily feel that way. I feel like with the goofiness of like the weapons and with the memories already I'm having with this map, I feel like it's almost like kind of going back to Chapter 1 in a way. It doesn't feel as serious anymore. I feel like it does feel cartoony to an extent. It does kind of feel that way a little bit. Yeah, the buildings look a little bit more serious, but I think like they look more nostalgic to me. Like, I feel like I've seen all these locations before. I feel like I've seen all these like buildings before. It's very nice. So is it losing? Excuse me. Is it oh my God. Is it losing its appeal? I can't say the word losing for some reason. Is it looting? Oh my God. Okay. I don't think it is. I don't think it's losing its cartoony appeal. To an extent, it's been losing it since Chapter 2, but I don't know. I think it's still pretty goofy. That's how I feel about it. From Steel, what are your thoughts on the new shotguns? Oh, I think they're all right. Definitely better with the new buffs, but spraying with still seems to work better, which is kind of annoying. Shotguns are really not amazing in this season, which I guess I'm okay with. I don't want them to dominate, but at the same time, I think they need a little bit more buffing. Like, they did get buffed recently, which is great, but I think they need a little bit more in order for me to really want to hold it. Because you could just spray with the Stinger SMG and just shred everyone, which that thing kind of needs a nerf too. We just got to balance things out a bit. From Spider 101, has losing your account affected your enjoyment of Chapter 3? In the very beginning, when I lost the account and I was like coping and understanding what was going on, it has affected my enjoyment of Chapter 3 a bit. I feel like anyone in my position would have that same thing. I had talked to many people. They told me they would quit the game if they had lost their account by putting as much money as they put into it. Like, people have told me they would have quit. Luckily for me, I'm glad I'm still around, and I'm glad that like it's not the enemy that I lost the account or anything. Especially because it's also like my job and stuff like that. But most people told me like they would quit if they had lost their account. So I don't know. I'm happy that, again, that I'm feeling good. My anxiety's getting better and just stuff's getting better for me. So it affected my enjoyment a little bit, but not a ton. I'm already enjoying the season right now. X-Man Gaming, thoughts on getting exclusive skin styles with Rogue, Spider Knight, and Wildcat? I mean, they don't necessarily need like... Are you saying thoughts on getting exclusive skin edit styles? I don't know what you mean by this. I don't know if you're saying you want them to get more edit styles. I guess I don't necessarily mind that, but I don't think they need it anymore. I think they have plenty, personally, to me. V-Bags, or V-Backs, I'm not sure how you pronounce it. Do you prefer collab skins or original skins? For example, tier 100 skins, would you rather them be original or collabs? I don't necessarily mind them being collabs anymore. You want to make the tier 100 skin the one that everyone wants. You want to make the tier 100 skin you want to make it the most, hey, I need to buy tiers to get that, like, feel. And collabs are a really good way to do that. They really are. So I don't really mind it at all. But do I prefer collab skins or original skins? I'm kind of in the middle now. I don't necessarily mind either or, but I still would feel I would like more original skins than collabs, but that's just me. I feel like Fortnite's art team is so good. Like, they have so many ideas. Like, I don't want everything to be collabs. That's just me. That's why I like this battle pass. So many unique characters. How do you feel about Chapter 2 Mythics coming to creative? How do you feel about the new web slingers? Okay. If that's happening, that's cool with the Mythics. I feel like that's not going to add a ton, but it's still something. Happy that we would get that. How do I feel about the new web slingers? They're so good. I have no idea how Fortnite was able to make like web slingers that good on their first attempt. Like, there was a game that I grew up playing. By the way, I don't know if you can hear my brother drumming. I apologize if it's loud. I can't do anything about it. But in back when I was young, my dad introduced me to a game franchise called Crash Bandicoot. It's my favorite game franchise of all time. They made 3 platformers, and then they made a kart racing game at the very end of their contract for Crash Bandicoot with Universal Studios, I believe. They had never made a racer before, and Crash Team Racing is one of the greatest racers of our time. So that's what it kind of feels like with me, is like Fortnite isn't known for making swinging mechanics, but they nailed it. They really nailed it. It feels so fluid. And people have like compared it to like the Avengers game and how like it feels better in Fortnite than it does in the Avengers game. That's just unfortunate if that's how it feels. I haven't played Avengers since the beta. Can you make an updated version of you make the item shops for a week, but add weekends, and you can add stuff that will never come back to the shop, exclusive battle pass items? That's not a bad idea. What would I do if I had control of the item shop for a week? That might be an interesting, that's an interesting proposition. I'm glad you liked that video so much. I thought it was a pretty good video. Maybe I will. I'll write that down. What I'd bring into the item shop for the week. I'm also going to make a wish list video on what I want to come back into the item shop, because now that I don't have everything, there's a few things I really want to come back. Recon Expert Power Cord, for example. I would like for both those to come back. Oh, also the Alpines. I will buy all the Alpine Aces again because I genuinely like the Alpine Aces. Yes, I will buy them. Again. From Daniel, hey Nick Fortnite, I was just wondering, what's your favorite things about goth girls? As I very much agree with you that they're amazing. Keep strong, you'll get through this. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate the kind comment. What was my favorite thing about goth girls? I just like the aesthetic. I just like the dyed hair, pale skin. I don't know. I don't even want to, like, again, I've said this before. I'm not interested in like the dating scene, but I would love to be friends with like a ton of goth girls and goth guys. I don't even judge. I just love the aesthetic. It's just cool to me. I don't know. From Granby, would you like seeing the 7 get unmasked in the future, or do you prefer the mysteriousness of them? Also, do you think them releasing a Paradigm reskin or similar version would be a good idea? So I did mention I didn't like the fact that The Rock is the foundation, just because, again, putting celebrities in core Fortnite lore felt wonky to do. Again, I love him, but like, it just felt weird for them to do that. And I would have preferred it if they kept it mysterious, I guess. And for everyone else, yeah, I think they should just not be like revealed. Personally, like maybe at the end of chapter 3, maybe you do that, but like just don't rush it. And I would prefer it if they just weren't celebrities. I have no problem with collabs in that sense. It's just, I don't know. I already talked about it. Do you think them releasing a Paradigm reskin or similar version would be a good idea? I mean, I don't know how you can necessarily reskin it. I think they just might bring her back sometime, maybe. I know it's technically exclusive, but like they'll just compensate anyone that complains about it, I feel like. I don't know. We'll see. From Pizza Glitch, are you planning on playing games like FNAF Security Breach when they release and possibly make a Let's Play? Yeah, the Let's Play channel. I haven't touched it in a while. And I don't want to touch it again until I'm confident I can like keep consistent with the uploads on it. I'd have to see. But yeah, Security Breach, I'm interested in playing that. I'll probably watch Markiplier play it through the first time because Marky Moo is always very good at those Five Nights at Freddy's games. And also it's kind of fun to like go back to the older like Let's Plays. And actually, I want to find this because I get emails. You get an email when someone replies to a comment you made. And I swear to God, I keep getting comments under the Markiplier video for his first Five Nights at Freddy's video, because I said a little bit ago, I said, who else is watching this because of something? Oh yeah, here you go. Here you go right here. Might as well binge the series again since Security Breach got a launch date now. Yeah, like I've been getting comments for this for so long. But yeah, I rewatched the series again because come on, it's nostalgic. Even though it's only like what? Oh my God, it's 7 years old. Oh my God, this is 7 years old. Oh my God, that's oh my God. But yeah, like it feels good to rewatch the series. It's a good one. I mean, I'm 27 and I find it entertaining. Who knows? I'll think about it. Pizza Glitch. I'll think about it. Does Save the World deserve more love gameplay wise, or should BR take all the spotlight? Okay. As someone that isn't a big fan of Save the World, because I think it's just way too convoluted, way too complicated for many people to understand it. Here's how I feel about it. I want Save the World to be a prominent part of the game. It's what started the game, right? I want Save the World to be the best it can be. However, it obviously doesn't make money. It doesn't generate revenue like normal BR does. I've said this before and I'll say it again. If Fortnite introduced a Save the World item shop where in Save the World, you could buy the Save the World heroes and make them into Fortnite outfits, they'd make a killing. And I'm not saying to do the same skins as like Aerial Soul Trooper and Renegade Raider, like don't sell those, but like they should sell the ACs and the ninjas and the constructor. They should sell them as separate skins and they would make so much money. And I feel like with that funding, they should try to make Save the World better. But at the moment, it just makes them no money. Compared to BR, not even close. Creative makes more money than Save the World, I think, at this point. So I think Save the World does deserve more love, but like they need the funding for it. They need to know, hey, what they're doing is actually, people are actually going to care about it. If they sold heroes as skins, that would be a clear indicator like, oh, hey, people actually care. Just an opinion about it. From GoRan. Okay, I want to hear your opinion on this, but what about the next concert we see in game being a band? I think it'd be really cool to see a band member see band members as skins. Personally, I would love a Gorillaz concert. Oh man, I would love a Gorillaz concert myself. I have the Janky collection for the Gorillaz. Let me pull that up for you guys here. What's the website? It's like, let me see. I can just look this up. I was able to cop this. Yeah. This right here. I was able to get this on the Janky website, or the Super Plastic website. And these are the figures I got. They're so nice. I keep them in the box because I'm that kind of guy. They look so good. They're just, I love the Gorillaz. I would love to see a band actually perform in the game. Now, if you want to know my personal opinion on who they should have, A Day to Remember, Breaking Benjamin. One I know they would never do, but like maybe Hollywood Undead. They would never do Hollywood Undead, but I'd love to see it. Hollywood Undead's like one of my personal favorite groups of all time. They make some edgy stuff, but I just like it. And by the way, to all those Spotify fans, I did have my top Wrapped, and I kind of want to go through this because everyone wants to show off their Wrapped to people, their top songs of the year. So for this case, here we are. The number one most played song was Clown Anthem by Computer Sad. If you don't know who Computer Sad is, they're the people that have the songs for my compilation video of me buying everything in the game from like the beginning all the way until like March of 2021. They allowed me to use their music, and I watched a streamer that was friends with them, and she used their music for her streams, and that's how I found out about the band, and that's they allow me to use their music as long as I gave credit and all that. Computer Sat's a great band. Very underrated. I like them a lot. And they're my number one played song of this year. I don't think they even know that. I should let them know. A lot of lo-fi. I kind of hate that the lo-fi takes up so much here because like it's not interesting to me. They don't all feel or sound the same, but I would like some like actual music. So for example, we have 3 lo-fi songs. Then we have Accidentally in Love by Counting Crows. It's such a good song from Shrek 2. Don't judge me. Soulful, this was my intro song. I did cut my intro. I feel like I just want to kind of get to the point of my videos now. I feel like that's like the main thing people are doing on YouTube now is they're kind of cutting their intros and they're just like, hey YouTube, what's going on? Just like cut into the video. Like don't waste people's time, right? The intro used to be 15 seconds long. I don't know if many people knew that, but then I trimmed it to like 4 seconds. Now it's none, just because I want to get to the point of the video. Alone by Zebrahead, great song. Whip It by Devo is good. Hollywood Undead, Breaking Benjamin, Cage the Elephant, The Crystal Method, 3 Days Grace, Disturbed, the drums, I love the drums. AC/DC, Motionless in White, Breaking Benjamin, I love Breaking Benjamin. Oh, a Sega song, yeah, I love Sega. Drake Bell, This Is Awkward, because of the things that happened with Drake Bell. Why do people I grew up with gotta be like so like that's what I'm talking about with like collaborating with like real people like with Fortnite. Drake Bell, I never would have thought anything about him was bad. I thought he was like genuinely a nice guy and everything, and then the crap happened with him, so it's like seriously, what do you even it sucks. Bowling for Soup, A Day to Remember, I already said that. Weezer's good. Amberlin's good. Deadmau5 is great. I love their stuff. I love his stuff. Fozzie's great. Ghostmane, I love Ghostmane stuff. Daft Punk's good. Black Keys is great. Yo, rest in peace to Daft Punk, by the way. They split up a little bit ago. Daughtry, I think, is pretty good. This is literally my top 100 songs. A Day to Remember is seriously... A Day to Remember is probably my favorite band next to Breaking Benjamin. Bowling for Soup's great. Blink-182 is great. I already said Disturbed. Chemical Romance, My Chemical Romance. Project 86 is a really unknown band, but they're still good. Jimmy Eat World's good. Papa Roach is good. Bloodhound Gang is incredible. Alexis is on Fire is great. I have Travis Scott on here because they're going like it's just weird to have it, man. I can't listen to a Travis Scott song anymore. At least not right now. I can't. It just doesn't feel right. You know, Knife Party's great. Metallica's great. Then AC/DC, then Baby Metal, then Metalocalypse. Like, yeah, I got a whole bunch of like different songs. Yeah, I love music, dude. Music is what keeps me going. But I love to see like a band. We had Travis Scott, then we had Ariana Grande. I'd like to see like an actual band. I agree with you. That'd be cool. What is gaming legend skins you want to come into the game? I guess Crash Bandicoot would be cool, but I feel like he'd be really bulky. I'd love Crash Bandicoot though. That would be amazing. How do I feel about the Foundation also being The Rock? Do you think they should do something like that for every member of the 7? Yeah, I already answered this, but you already heard my opinion on it. It's interesting. Thoughts on The Rock being in Fortnite? There you go. Favorite skin in the past? In terms of uniqueness, Gumbo, for sure. What's going on with your life right now? Already explained in the very beginning, but it's going well, man. It's going very well. I appreciate your comment. And I was going to say something. I totally forgot. Oh, so when you said thoughts on The Rock being in Fortnite, I would like to see a Rock skin in the game. I would like to see WWE make a collab in the game. I want to see John Cena, Undertaker, Kane, The Rock, his Hollywood gimmick. That'd be cool. I'd like to see that. Again, at the same time, knowing full well that, like I just said, I don't want real life people to make it into the game. They're going to do it anyway. Fortnite's going to collab with real people anyway. I can't stop them. So I might as well just be like, if they do it, here's what I would like, right? When will I start streaming on Twitch again? I don't know. I like recorded content the most. I feel like, I don't know. I feel like I can't be entertaining on Twitch or on streams. What are some of the things looking forward in Chapter 3 you would like to see? Collabs, map changes, story, events, just your general wants for the next few seasons to come for Fortnite. I'm happy with whatever they give me. I don't even know what I want. I like the season so much. Like, they made such a good impact in the very beginning that I don't know. I'll take anything. I'm just going with the flow. Nothing specific that I necessarily want besides first person mode for at least a creative setting, please. That'd be cool. Should starter packs from past seasons return? And if so, should they be bought with V-Bucks or with real money? I don't see the harm in like them bringing back starter packs, but I know people would complain because they're rare to an extent. I mean, I don't even have my wingman. And should they be bought with V-Bucks or real money? I guess you could just kind of do it with real money, or you could just do what they did with the one thing that Apple did, where they put Rogue Agent in the item shop for 1,500 V-Bucks, way more than $4. But if you want it and you missed it, you could just buy it that way, I guess. Maybe they could do that. How do I feel? Do I like how Peely and Fishstick are getting reskins every season? I mean, I don't hate it. Because it actually, see, I have a new perspective now because I don't have Peely anymore. It's like, if you didn't own Peely before, well, now you can kind of own it in a different way. So I guess there's that. Like, that's a positive, right? Do you want to keep making gaming content, or would you rather switch to vlogs or something? Also, if you had to make a video about a different game, what would it be? Halo, Minecraft, etc. Ooh, that's a good question. I like that one. Would I want to keep gaming content, or would I switch to vlogs? I wouldn't mind doing vlogs every once in a while. I don't feel like I need to like completely switch up my content just to only do vlogs. I don't do enough in my life to warrant that. But like, I don't know, maybe an arcade vlog if I ever got like a GoPro and like have it hooked up to like my chest or whatever. I don't know. I wouldn't hate doing that. And then if I was to make a video about a different game, what would it be? Probably be Rogue. I like Rogue Company a lot. It just doesn't get the attention I think it deserves, personally. Oh, damn, you already got like 300 plus, but I'll still ask this one because I'm curious. If you were to pick a band for the next live concert in Fortnite, what would you pick? A Day to Remember or Breaking Benjamin? Or Hollywood Undead, but I know Hollywood Undead would never happen. Or Gorillaz. Gorillaz would be cool. I answered your question anyway. What would you like to add to Chapter 3 that would fit in well? I don't know. They could just do whatever they want. I'm cool with whatever they do. I trust them that they know what they're doing with what people want. So I don't mind what they do. I don't really have any ideas on what they could do. Thoughts on the original ARs getting vaulted? Very interesting that they did that. I didn't think they would vault every gun. Like we had never seen the SCAR vaulted ever before. So that was different. But it shows them that they're willing to just change everything up just for the sake of it. So I kind of have to give them respect for that. How do I feel about my main skin, Cole? And will you buy him if he comes back? Cole? Cole's interesting. Cole's unique for sure. I don't know if I would buy Cole. Cole's just, I feel like it's such a meme skin because of our friend in hell with it, but I don't know. Would I buy it? Honestly, probably not. I don't know. Probably not. Thoughts on the Spider-Man Mythic? It's great. It's amazing. When do you think we will get Creative 2.0? What features do you want for Creative 2.0 and what features do you want for Chapter 3? Chapter 3, I don't care what they do. I just want the game to be fun. A first-person mode LTM would be cool if everything was first-person like I just showed earlier. When do I think we'll get Creative 2.0? Maybe at like the end of this year? I don't know. I don't want them to like half-bake it. I want to make sure like everything's good with it. And what features do I want for Creative 2.0? I want a first-person mode. I want my own custom kill feed. I want a lot of different things. I want like one really cool thing I'd like is like, yeah, I'm kind of copying Call of Duty here, but like a calling card system, an emblem system. Like what I would love to do here. Let me see if I can let me pull this up. Actually, I think let me see here. So in a Call of Duty game called Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, there was a system where you earned calling cards for doing different things. So I'll just show this right here. Again, I apologize if you're not watching this on YouTube. So these are all for like leveling up, level 30, level 40, level 50, level 60. You get all these cool calling cards. And you see this when you eliminate the person. In the game, you'll see the title and their emblem. And that's like their customization. It's like their profile customization. Earning prestige 1, level 69. Nice. Most assists in a game. You get this Dish the Rock title with the background. Win 5 team deathmatch matches. Right? 3 kills in 1 life with their secondary weapon, sidekick. Right? You get all these like really cool calling cards. One I always liked a lot. One was called like... One had like a goth chick on it. I forgot what it was called. There's a few of them. Let me see. It's so funny. I gotta find, like, look at all of this. They have so many different ones. I seriously would like it if we had something like this in Fortnite, like calling cards and emblems and stuff like that to, like, you know, give you more personality. You know what I mean? I gotta find the one with the goth girl. I already mentioned it. I think we're getting close to it. Yeah, here we go. So there's 3 goth girl ones. There's Silence, Rejected, and Kleptomaniac. To get the Silence one, you have to kill someone with a throwing knife while flashed or stunned. To get the Rejected one, destroy 5 enemy equipment. I think that's the one I run on my Modern Warfare 2 setup because, yeah. And then Kleptomaniac is just to steal an enemy's care package. And then you just earn a calling card. And what my plan was for 2.0 is that if I can do something like this, I would commission a whole bunch of artists to make me a bunch of emblems and calling cards and make a challenge system where you can earn this in your own time playing the game. Obviously, this wouldn't transfer over to the main Battle Royale mode, but if you play on, like, my quote-unquote server, you would unlock these things. And I think that'd be a really cool idea. That's, like, my dream for Creative 2.0 is to allow me to have custom emblems, titles, maybe even, like, mod in, like, again, like, weapon charms or, like, you know, different body effects, you know, like maybe a flaming head or something like that. I don't know. I would pay modders to do all that because I don't know how to do any of that, but I'd pay people to help me with that. To make my vision a reality, I would 100% pay modders and, like, you know, 3D animators and stuff like that to help me with that for sure. That'd be so cool. Like, and then have them all under, like, my team deathmatch maps or, like, my search and destroy maps, whatever I make. I think that'd be really sick. What are my thoughts, first impressions on this chapter so far? I think it's great. And also, what do I hope they do for Winterfest this year? I don't know. Again, I just want Christmas skins. I'm worried we're not going to get a lot this year. Seriously. What is your opinion on the Spider-Man Mythic? It's great. How do I feel about the lack of original emotes and the return of TikTok emotes? I've voiced my opinion about this before, but I would like more original sounding emotes because let's be honest with ourselves, the emotes we had in Fortnite back in Chapter 1, back in Chapter 2, they weren't original. They were mostly stolen from, like, other dances and stuff like that, but at least the music was original. I like more original sounding emotes for sure. How do I come up with commentary ideas? I just see what's going on in the community and I'm like, I could probably make a video about it. That's kind of how I feel about it. What do I think about the old bundles returning, like the Deep Freeze bundle? I think it's a good idea. I don't see the harm in it. I should probably get it. What would be your feeling if I got my account back? Somewhat relief, but I don't know. Again, at this point, I'm just kind of like, I'm just happy I have an account I can actually play on. How does it feel that you don't have your original account, even though you're not going to buy it all back? Again, I already kind of explained it. It's all right. What are my thoughts on of Chapter 2 as a whole? It wasn't terrible, but I feel like Chapter 2 just didn't... None of the locations felt memorable. And I don't know, I just didn't, like, enjoy it all that much. Like, I liked most of it, but I don't know. I feel like it didn't change the map enough to my liking, personally, to me. Do I still play Rogue and do I buy all the cosmetics still? Yes. In Rogue Company, yeah. What do I think about Sludge and the IO guards? I think Sludge is cool. They gave him an edit style and they never released him. It's been like over a year at this point. Not sure why they haven't brought him back yet. And then the IO guards look lazy. It looks like Honor Guard's head on, like, a default's body. It looks pretty crap if I'm being honest with you, but they don't bother me. They don't even shoot at you unless you shoot at them. Thoughts on Spider-Man's web shooters? They're great. How are you? I am good. Will I be doing a Chapter 2 Season 8 every skin reviewed video? Yeah, I gotta do that. I was working on it and then the account stuff happened and I lost a lot of passion to just talk about it. I will need to do that. What game do I want Fortnite to collaborate with? Crash Bandicoot. I mean, Jack and Daxter would be sick, right? Like, there's so many. Twisted Metal. Please, Twisted Metal. That'd be so neat. Sweet Tooth or, like, oh my god, that'd be so cool. If you could change anything about current Fortnite, what would it be? I wouldn't change anything. I think Fortnite right now is pretty darn good. Do I feel like skins like such as Toxic Tiger and Shot Caller should return to the shop or stay rare? I mean, I don't make the call on that. That's up to Fortnite if they want to bring that stuff back. I don't personally care what they do. I like Shot Caller because it looked like me. Toxic Tiger was pretty cool. I mean, I don't necessarily mind if they keep stuff rare, because if they don't make, if everything was in the item shop 24/7 and there was zero rarity, as much as people don't want to say rarity is even a thing, or people should care about it, it generates hype for people. People are like, people won't stop talking about like Rue, for example. You know what I mean? Like, the skin's rare and all, but it's like, yeah, people care about rarity. That's just kind of how it is. So I don't mind if they keep things rare. You know what I mean? I don't care. So I'm not one to say, oh, this should stay rare and this shouldn't. Nah. If they come back, they come back. It doesn't matter. Bother me. Thoughts on The Rock playing the Foundation character? I did answer that, but I think it's an interesting concept to have like real actors play characters in video games. Kind of like how Keanu Reeves played that character in that one kind of new Cyberpunk game. True. Yeah, I could see that. And you know what? I just thought of another thing. Kevin Spacey was the antagonist to a Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, again, and things aren't going well with him right now, right? Like, I wish they would just stop putting celebrities in video games, because it just, I don't know. It's just kind of weird. Do I like the Anthea skin? It's not the worst. I don't think it's terrible. I don't think it's bad. I'm assuming you were expecting me to like say it's the greatest skin ever. It's not bad. It's definitely unique. I will give it that. We don't have any skins that have like this kind of feel to it. I think it's great. Do you think Super Plastic is going to do more collabs with Fortnite? We have Gugumon and Janky, but what about the other two? I don't think many people like Gugumon. And I feel like a lot of people don't like Janky either. I don't think people like Super Plastic at all, considering they're really into like NFTs and stuff, which, by the way, I don't support NFTs either. I just like their physical products, not their blockchain stuff. I wouldn't hate it, but I'm not entirely sure. If I don't know if they would or should. I wouldn't care, because I don't necessarily care for the other two characters. I care more about Gugumon and Janky, but I don't know. Will I keep doing the every skin season video? Yeah. I just have to I'd have to get back to that. And in terms of like playing, I'm just like I said, I've been trying to like get out more. I haven't really had time to play the game a ton, and with me not playing the game a whole lot, it's kind of opened my eyes to like when I take my time with playing the game and I don't force myself to play the game all the time, I have better perspectives with the game and I actually enjoy it more. And when I would mindlessly grind out the game, I would lose interest in it faster. So I'm trying hard to like not play it a ton. So I just haven't had time to really play with anyone, sadly. But I appreciate the comment regardless. Was I planning to do? Yeah, I was. I know stuff happened, so it probably wasn't in your mind, but I wanted to ask. Yeah, I will do it, Plumby. I promise you I will. Do I still plan on doing the skin concept video, or is it scrapped? I remember seeing it on your Trello a while back. Yeah, I gotta do that. Just like make a video series where I go over like skin concepts. It's such a simple idea. Like, I don't know why I haven't done it yet. I'll have to find time for that, but that would be a cool idea if I did that. If you could change anything on the new map, what would you change? Just keep some of the snow when you melt it all. Just keep some of it. What are my thoughts on the 7 and the whole storyline of Fortnite currently? It's not... Yeah, iTalk isn't invested in the storyline, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I'm not invested in it. He doesn't really understand what's happening, ironically, since he spends most of his time in Fortnite Twitter community for the past 4 years. Okay, listen, buddy. Okay, listen. I watch Top 5 Gaming's videos. I know Ben, the writer behind it. I know what's going on with the story. I'm sorry I'm not super invested in it. I'm sorry. Jeez. You're gonna make me feel bad that I'm just not super invested into the story. I know what's going on with it, kinda. That's the thing with the story. It's all up to interpretation. Not everything is 100% set in stone. So it's interesting. It's interesting to say the least. A lot of like crazy twists and turns with it. But no, I care about it. I care about it somewhat. I'm just not like I'm just not deeply invested as like some other people are. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Don't make me feel bad. It's fine though. I'm totally kidding. Do I like how the Foundation is a secret skin? Yes. Do you think it should be in the Battle Pass with a truly... Do you think it should have been in the battle pass with a truly secret skin as a secret skin? Yeah, I think it's fine how they handled it. Yeah, I don't mind it's not an item shop skin. I think it's fine. Have I asked people at Epic about my account situation? Yes. Not much they can do about it, sadly. Thoughts on the new loot pool, Spider-Man Mythic? I think it's all good. Shotguns are a bit weak, but everything else is pretty fun. What are my top 3 rogues in Rogue Company? Switchblade's sick. I like her just for the aesthetic. I like running Saint a lot, even though Saint's kind of underpowered compared to like Dahlia. But I still like running him. I still think he's really good. And Glitch is stupid, but he's fun to run with as well. Phantom's also really good. I mean, they just gave her the Nightshade, which is like one of the most broken SMGs. I don't know why they gave her that. So she's not bad. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Those are my favorite rogues right there, I'd say. What are my overall thoughts on the season so far, and how do you feel about Spider-Man being in the game? Also, I hope you're doing well. I am doing very well, my man. Thoughts on the season for, like I said, the fact that they changed everything. The guns are different. The map is different. Like, they really went crazy with the changes on the map and, like, the new heals and stuff. I didn't even mention the new heals. It's obvious they mean business to just change stuff around, and I think that's a good thing. So, yeah, it's very good. And also, Spider-Man being the game. I mean, everyone loves Spider-Man. It was no-brainer for them to, like, how many likes does that one tweet have? Let me look that up. No Way Home. Is there, like, an official No Way Home? Oh, yeah, there is. Is there a No Way Home Twitter account? Oh, no, this might be, like, impossible for me to find. But the original tweet of the No Way Home trailer, it might be one of the most liked tweets ever made. Oh, here you go. August 23rd, 1.1 million likes. 1.1 million likes on Twitter. Just showing the movie, just showing a trailer. Like, people are nuts over Spider-Man. And I get it. I like Spider-Man. I only seen the first 3 Sam Raimi Spider-Mans. Spider-Man 1, 2, and 3. Let me give you my quick rundown on how I feel about all of them. Spider-Man 1's a classic. It's such a good movie. With great power. Wait. With great power comes great responsibility. Like, classic. Classic movie. Love it. Right? And then Spider-Man 2. I forgot who was like the main villain was that. Wait. Spider-Man 1 was Green Goblin. Right. I remember that. And then Spider-Man 2. How do I not remember the villain of Spider-Man 2? Wasn't that, oh my god. People are going to flame me that I don't remember this. I'm not typing Spider-Man 2 villain. Oh, no. It's Doc Ock. Yeah, of course. I didn't even hit enter. Yeah, it's Dr. Octopus. Amazing character as well. Oh my god. That was such a good movie, dude. It was so good. And then Spider-Man 3. I enjoyed it, but it's like a 6 out of 10. You put way too many bad guys at the very end of the movie. You had Sandman, who I loved in the beginning. Like, I thought his character was really believable. It was really good. And then you put in Peter's friend being our Green Goblin. And then you had like Venom, or I think it was Venom, or like the black suit Spider-Man, whatever it was, who he was. And then you had someone else. Yeah, oh no, wait, that was no, that was it. Sandman was the one that like turned into like the big freak with like the sand fists and stuff like that. Like, yeah, he was the big guy. So just way too many villains crammed at the very end. It just felt very not good. But those movies are classics. And then I never saw the Amazing Spider-Man movies just because, I don't know, just didn't really feel them. Will anything change due to my account being disabled? Besides my thumbnails being a bit worse, not really. Why do I still play Fortnite? I personally still play it and enjoy it, probably because of all the updates, but would love to hear, would be nice to hear your opinion. I think the game is just amazing. Like, in general, Fortnite is just one of those games where it's like, you could do whatever you want. You can make maps, play the normal game, play Save the World. You can experience memories with, like, new people, friends, you know? It's like, I don't know. The game is just, I don't know. I always keep crawling back to it. You just can't play it too much at once or else you'll get burned out. That's how I feel about it, at least. It's a good game. What is my opinion about the current state of the weapons in the loot pool this season? Personally, I think it's kind of refreshing to finally not have shotguns being the main meta. I agree with that, but at the same time, getting sprayed down also kind of sucks too. I really like to hear your thoughts on this. The meta right now is just spray and pray. This reminds me a lot of Chapter 1, Season 5. And I would like it to not be that. Like, I think they need to nerf the SMGs a bit, and then maybe we'll have a more, like, I want a balanced meta. You're right, I don't want only shotguns again. We've had only shotguns being meta for like, what, like, forever we've had that, so, I don't know. I'd be okay with, like, them nerfing the SMGs a bit, because, again, it doesn't feel good to get sprayed down either. And then if you have, like, everything, like, really balanced out, you could have a pretty good meta on your hands. And they also need to nerf the MK a bit more. I think it's way too strong. It's a fun weapon, love it. It's like my favorite weapon to use at all, like for the entirety of Fortnite's existence, but still a bit strong. I think they need to nerf it a bit. Out of every season between Chapter 1, Season 1 to now, which one would you say is your all-time favorite season? Chapter 1, Season 3. Probably had the most memories with that season. Do you think Crackshot will get another edit style this year since he's gotten some for the past 2 years? I haven't thought of that. I think they would, but I think Crackabella deserves edit styles. Crackabella is just, whew, man, Crackabella is just in way need of some edit styles. Please give her some edit styles. Unpopular opinion. Chapter 3 Season 1 is better than the entirety of Chapter 2. Way too early to tell. Way too early to tell. I think we're just saying that because we're in the honeymoon phase of Chapter 3 Season 1, right? I'm keeping my expectations to a minimum. I'm enjoying the game right now. I'm liking the changes they did, but they could easily just change it to make it worse somehow. You know they could, like maybe with mechs or something like that. I think that's a bit harsh to say that this season's better than all of Chapter 2, because I don't, at the moment, I definitely don't agree with that. Chapter 2 Season 2 is still one of the greatest seasons. Same with Chapter 2 Season 7. Awesome seasons. I'm not taking anything away from those. And I get it. We like the new map. We hated the old map. Come in due time, guys. I feel like in a week, people are going to be complaining for the Chapter 2 map again. I've seen this with Call of Duty too. I've seen this with people saying like, oh, I like the other map more. And then, you know, I love this map. This map's great. It feels nice. But again, my only issue with it at the moment is that I can't really tell what everything is. Like if you show me a building, I wouldn't be able to tell you where it was from. It's just because everything's too new right now. I'll figure it out slowly but surely. What is my favorite part of Chapter 3 so far? Just the newness of everything. And what's my favorite Battle Pass skin? As I said, it would probably be the Gumbo skin. I think that's his name, right? Gumbo? I'm looking on my game right now. Yeah, Gumbo. Gumbo's funny. Gumbo and, actually, I didn't even mention this. Gumbo and the one girl, Harlow, with the mask. The mask kind of sick, dude. The mask looked kind of sick on Harlow. What are your opinions on the new map, and do you think we need biomes to make the map good, since many people think that's the case? It's not necessarily that biomes make the map good. Biomes make the map memorable. They make it interesting, right? Like the fact that we have like mountains again, like we have like real mountains and like real like it just feels so much better. This map just feels so good. I can't put everything just feels nostalgic. Everything feels so alive. Everything feels so new and interesting. Like, I'm genuinely excited for what they do with this map, because I think we need the biomes again. It's not to make it good. It's just to make it, like, memorable. It's to make it somewhat interesting. If everything was grass, it'd be mad boring. At least to me. What is your favorite and least favorite skin in the Battle Pass? For me, my favorite is Harlow, and my least favorite is Gumbo. Also, I'm glad you've been keeping your head up. Thank you, Russell. I appreciate it. Favorite skin, Gumbo, like I said. Least favorite. Least favorite skin. Do I have a least favorite? It's complicated because I haven't used every skin yet, because I didn't buy out the entire Battle Pass. Part of me, the reason why I didn't buy out the entire Battle Pass is for two reasons. One, it's because I want to experience the game as most normal people do, and they don't buy tiers. And secondly, I'm still a little bit miffed. I spent 20 to 30 grand on my one account, and then it got banned. So I'm like, I don't feel like blowing $100 at once right now. Shanta is so good. Like, I love the armor pieces she's got. It's so sick. I don't want to say Ronin's the worst. Can I say there isn't a worse skin? I'm gonna say there isn't a worst skin right now. I like them all. To an extent, I do like them all. So that's all I gotta say about it. Should previous Fortnite crews return? They have said that they wouldn't leave forever in a blog post forever ago. So what do you think? If I remember correctly, they said they would bring back Fortnite crews to Fortnite crew owners. And they haven't done that yet. I think they should, because they did say that they would come back. How they should do it, I could not tell you. So it's really ball in their court with that one. I don't know what they could do with it, but they should come back, because they have said before that they will come back. How am I doing after what happened? I'm feeling great, man. Thank you. What would be my reaction if Power Chord didn't come back? Oh, don't tell me that. Power Chord's got to come back. Power Chord has to come back. I'd be very upset if it doesn't come back, because my favorite back bling is 6-string, and I'll be straight up with you guys, I haven't been running a back bling at all. I need that 6-string, and I've had people tell me, oh, what about the blue 6-string? You can technically still get the Lars pack. I want that pink one, man. I want my Power Chord. I don't think I'm going to take off Power Chord for a while. I neglected Power Chord because of all the skins I had, and now I feel bad about it. And now I want to run that skin. My favorite Power Chord combo was like that with Iron Cage, the Raven back bling. It just looks so cool. I think I saw a YouTube video of someone unlocking the John Wick skin, and they were running Power Chord with Iron Cage, and I thought that combo was just sick. So hopefully it does come back. What do I think about the XP glitches? I think it's unfortunate, because I'm happy that creative is getting so much attention right now for maps and, XP and stuff like that. But everyone's just kind of like exploiting it. Like, do you want to get XP in the game or in creative, or do you not? I don't know. I feel like they might just need to like buff the XP in the maps so people don't have to exploit it. I don't know though. I don't know what they could do. What am I doing with my new account on Fortnite? I'm just standing in the lobby right now with it. Do you think the Save the World pack skins are still going to release in the item shop, or not anymore because of the backlash from releasing Mecha Team Leader? I feel like they would have at least released a few more by now if they were still going to. Good point, Abe. Abe, you've been a long-time supporter, by the way. I recognize your name. That is such a good question, because one of my favorite skins of all time is actually Samurai Scrapper, right? I don't have Samurai Scrapper anymore. And yeah, they did say that, they did say that skins would come out into the item shop. They stopped at their Mecha Team Leader, or it wasn't Mecha Team Leader. It was like, I forgot what the name was, but you know what it is. They're kind of like Mecha Team Leader. And I think they're not going to bring the other skins back, because yeah, you're right. If they were to bring the other skins back, wouldn't they have done that already? Right? Like, they haven't done that at all for Samurai Scrapper or anyone. So maybe they aren't going to bring them back. I wouldn't necessarily care. I mean, I feel like they shouldn't bring them back, because it's a slap to the face of Save the World, because that money's supposed to go to funding Save the World. At least that's what we're all kind of assuming it's going to. So when you put it in the item shop, it's like, well, that's kind of garbage to do that. Personally, to me, I think it's kind of garbage. Have I ever thought about quitting Fortnite? Really curious to know. Oh yeah, I feel like everyone's wanted to quit Fortnite before. I haven't never wanted to like quit it. I just take breaks from it sometimes, and I play other games. Fortnite does not expect their content creators and their players to only play Fortnite. No one expects that. Most Epic devs that are on Twitter and they tweet about whatever, they're tweeting about playing other games. Like, they're not even talking about playing Fortnite. They're playing Pokemon. They're playing other stuff. Like, they just don't expect you to, do that. So I haven't thought, like, have I ever thought of quitting? Yeah, sure. But like, nah, not necessarily for a long time now. Do you think Fortnite will continue to be a good game over the next few years? I could see it. Yeah. I think it's going to get better the longer we go on. What's my favorite part about what I do as a content creator? That I get to stay at home and do this. It's super comfy. I'm not lifting heavy stuff. I'm not doing art like crazy hard work or anything. It's very relaxing. I don't take it for granted at all. I'm very grateful to just be able to do it. Just talking into this microphone is like the easiest thing for me to do. Because I've said this before, but I didn't have a lot of friends growing up because I talked too much, and I never got the hint that people didn't like when I talked too much, because that just annoys everyone naturally. So when people like to hear me talk about Fortnite, it's like, oh, well, this is perfect. Now people actually want to hear me talk. And that's kind of how like the name even originated, was like, yeah, I just like to talk. I don't know. Should there be legendary emotes? You know, I don't know, because it doesn't, to me, like, giving something a rarity, especially if it's like a legendary, I feel like it almost doesn't even matter. Well, like if an emote is legendary, what does it do different that would make it actually legendary? I don't know. Interesting question, but I feel like a lot of times it doesn't necessarily matter if emotes are legendary or not. I mean, I think it'd be interesting if they made emotes legendary. There'd have to be a reason why it was legendary. And I don't know what they could do to make an emote like legendary, personally to me. A lot of questions here. Why don't I care about the lore? It's not that I don't care about it. It's just that it's confusing. I watch the videos, the lore videos. I watch them. All right, you know what? Here, okay, here we go. Ready? There's someone that made a video. I totally forgot what his name was. I feel bad about it. But I remember one video. He did a Fortnite iceberg video. Rivcha. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Rivcha. I think that's how you pronounce it. Like this is his name. This is him right here. Okay. Okay. So if we go to the most popular, look, red bar. I've seen this. I've seen all of this. I do care somewhat about the lore. I really do. Okay. It's just that I don't devote my life to it. That's all. I cared more about the cosmetics. I still care about the cosmetics, but you know, when I lost that account, I don't have that same feeling towards skins anymore. You know what I mean? I don't know. What is my favorite and least favorite event? Ooh. Favorite event, huh? The Travis Scott concert was really darn good. Ariana's was good too. Oh, favorite event. I don't know. I'll say the Astroworld one. Then least favorite event, the Ice King one was horrible. Your favorite creative maps? Ooh, favorite creative maps. I know my number one favorite one is the Nelaf map, which is the high-rise map from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. Shout out to my homie Nelaf and his company Rug Soda. Very nice guy. And he made a recreation of the Modern Warfare 2 map high-rise, and it's freaking amazing. That's probably my favorite map of all time, probably. Top 5 and bottom 5 weapons. Too much to list. What would you want? Would you want a Fortnite show like Arcane? Yeah, sure. Fortnite could do a really good movie or a show. Thoughts on other Battle Royale games? Oh. Like what? PUBG, Apex Legends. I don't play Apex. I don't play PUBG. I don't play Warzone a ton. I like some of their cosmetics. I guess I'm not like super keen on them, I guess. I don't really play them a lot. First win location? Oh man. It was on a snowy hill. I remember I shot out like 2 people build fighting. And I think I either killed one of them or both of them as they were, you know, because they were really high up and I just shot out their build. I think it killed one of them. And then I just shot up the other guy and then I won. I want to say it was near Lucky Landing. Sorry about your account, but what is your favorite collab of all time in Fortnite Battle Royale made by Epic Games? I love your... What is your favorite collab of all time in Fortnite Battle Royale made by Epic Games? I love that ending part there. Favorite collab? The J Balvin one is amazing. I like the J Balvin one. Resident Evil was good. All the Gaming Legends are great. I love all those. I think like my favorite one... I don't want to say it's Marshmallow, but Marshmallows is darn good. And I'm so excited to bringing out the Marshmallow skin. I think this... They said the 14th. What day is that? Tuesday? The 14th. Yeah, they're bringing Marshmallow back. And he's also got like an inverted edit style. Super excited for that. Marshmallow is a pretty darn good one. Will I ever open the Fortnite cards again? They're kind of bad. They're kind of bad. I wish Fortnite had like an actual like Yu-Gi-Oh or Pokemon-esque card game, and not just collectible cards, because they're kind of boring. I would much rather wait for them to have like an actual card game before I open more. I appreciate you finding my channel through that way. That's really cool. But that's kind of like my answer to it. I don't know. They're just, it's tough. I'd rather have built-in emote than green ones we have in the battle pass. I was talking about this with someone before about like built-in emotes. I find it funny that Fortnite goes through so much effort with built-in emotes, and yet like they only use it with one skin. Like I almost don't understand the point of them devoting so much time and effort into making like real songs and real things with like built-in emotes when it can only be used with one person. I mean, I think that like, what do we have for built-in emotes with this battle pass? I'll look right now. We have, let's see. We don't have a lot of built-in. To be fair, we don't have a lot of built-in this time, which is great. Let's see. What did we have? We have Gumbo's emote, which is called the Brain Candy. And then I think, yeah, then for Spider-Man, he's got the Neighborly Hang emote. Everything else, I think everything else is pretty all right. We have the It's You, which is a funny like Spider-Man meme, right? We have the other green emote, which is the laughing one, which I think is pretty funny as well. And then the other green emote was like, oh wait, Love It is a rare actually. I guess because it involves a prop, but I think that emote's great too. And then Little Monster's really good. And then Lunar Charge is pretty all right. I guess like my only complaint about this pass I just noticed is like, where's the dances? There's 0 dances in this pass. That's weird to me at least. With the recent release of Chapter 3, what do I want to see cosmetic wise? Charms. Charms would be sick. I love it. What do you think your future content will look like? Will you keep doing Fortnite where you branch out to other games? I promised people that I'm not going to go into other games with the channel because that would kind of kill the channel. I don't see the point of me going into other games, but like I just don't see it. Fortnite is too easy to make content on. Not just item shops. That I don't consider item shops to be high tier content. Again, they just take a lot of time for you to like devote your life to it. There's too much to talk about with like Fortnite. You can make Fortnite commentaries like every day of the year. It just comes down to motivation and like, would people even really care about the topic? There's so much to talk about with Fortnite that it's just like, you know, it's just too easy to talk about it. So I don't think I'd ever switch games. And you're also my favorite content creator. Thank you, man. I appreciate that. What is one collab you really want to see in Fortnite? WWE, NHL, Crash Bandicoot, all that would be cool. Has my relationship with Epic Games changed ever since the account disable happened? I don't think so. What do you want to see from the next 10 or so seasons of the game? Just keep making it fun, man. Just keep making it fun. What are my thoughts on the new Spider-Man movie, and do you think they'll bring those characters into the shop or as Sony exclusives? They'll bring the characters into the shop. They have already confirmed that on their news post, but they might give them Sony exclusive styles, maybe for owning PlayStation, because I know Sony is PlayStation. So maybe there'll be like some PlayStation edit styles that you can unlock if you have like a PS5, maybe. It's kind of how I think about it, right? Let's see. Yeah, am I going to review all the Chapter 2 Season 8 skins? Yes. How have I been as a person recently? I've been pretty all right. Why do you think they stopped doing community votes for item shop? I miss them so much. Too much toxicity. I think kind of same with like the locker bundles. People got really upset at like the locker bundles. Now, while I've made my point about how I feel about locker bundles, I think people just got way too carried away with them. That's just how I feel about it. What do I think about the current state of Fortnite? I personally think it's great, and I'm really enjoying the game. Love the vids. Thank you. It's good. They changed everything up. I think it's good. Do you feel as though Sharks are a bit more aggressive this season? Not really. I mean, to me, not really, only because I've only seen like 2. Maybe they are a little bit. Who knows? Because I remember like in Chapter 2, Season 3, they would just like attack you through walls and stuff. I wonder if they do that now. Who knows? How do I honestly feel about Fortnite at the moment? I'm enjoying it. How am I feeling after what happened this past week was very terrible. I know. It's been bad, but I've been able to get over it. Again, just I'm happy to have good health, friends, supporters, family. Just looking at the bright side of stuff. What's a Fortnite collab you would die for, like something that you really want to happen? Twisted Metal, NHL, WWE. I really want NHL because customizable hockey skins would be sick. I'd love that. What would you like to see more Star Wars collabs in Fortnite? I wouldn't hate it. Or maybe a whole Star Wars season. I would not like that. And here's the thing. One of my favorite collabs I would like to see is like WWE or NHL. I don't want a WWE season, and I don't want an NHL season. I feel like if you make an entire season themed around one collab, I feel like it's a bit too much, especially for people that just aren't a fan of Star Wars or Marvel or something like that. You segregate an audience that way, and I would rather it just not do that. But I mean, I wouldn't mind more Star Wars stuff. We need Darth Vader and stuff for sure. What collabs do I want to see the game already? I've already said my piece on that. Which one of the Season X? Wait, which one between Season X and Chapter 2 Season 8 was the better send-off? Season X was the better send-off. Yeah, Season X. Do you think we'll be getting collaborations for this Winterfest? The Grinch, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Do you plan on recording on your Let's Play channel ever again? Yes, when I find the time. Yes. Do you feel like you can forgive Fortnite even if you say you can? Do you actually, because of what they did? Oh, yeah. I mean, I broke their TOS. I fully deserved what happened to me. I mean, I don't have to forgive them. What I had done was wrong. I just wish they had banned me sooner so I didn't blow my money as much as I did on an account that was going to get banned. I legit thought I was going to be fine because they didn't ban me. So I'm like, I'm assuming what I was doing is fine. So, you know, I mean, it got to the point, right, where they were like giving me access to cosmetics early, which I was greatly appreciative of. And they still didn't say anything. So I have zero idea why it like happened now. It just seems so random. Thoughts on the recent XP glitches? I hope they stop because I don't want them to be disabled and like creative. Where do you think Fortnite is headed right now? Like, where do you see this game after one more chapter? Will Battle Royale even be the core mode anymore? Probably not, because a lot of new island mechanics such as animals and crafting seems like testing grounds for an open world mode. I would love an open world mode. I am a very, very good player at the game called RuneScape, old school RuneScape. I have put about 2,000 hours on one account. I have 99 in every stat besides combat because my character is at level 3 pure, where I don't do any stats besides skilling. So woodcutting, cooking, fletching, fire making, agility, thieving, construction, all 99s. And then I just have 10 HP, 1 attack, 1 defense, 1 strength, 1 prayer, 1 magic, and all that. I love open world stuff. And I liked New World too. New World kind of just got boring. But I like that. And I think that'd be a really cool idea for Fortnite to do. Like an open world mode, I think that'd be sick. Do you like Elf on the Shelf? I think that's what it's called. I have 3 of them. I mean, haven't seen the movie. Didn't they like make a movie out of that? I think my sisters they do like the Elf on the Shelf thing. Yeah. One's 11, one's 9. I think they both have the Elf on the Shelf. Favorite football celebration? That one that I saw recently where the guy was like rezzing himself and then putting like the armor plates back in like Warzone. I forgot who did that, but that was pretty funny. Top 5 or 10 skins you wish you had back that you technically can't get. Reflex, double helix. Technically you could get double helix, but I'm not spending $4,000 for double helix. Reflex. This isn't in any order, but like I really would like Reflex because I liked Reflex. Well, yeah. Honor Guard, Wonder. A lot of my exclusives I wish I had back. For sure. I was a really big exclusive collector. What would you say to someone that wants to start YouTube, but they keep getting down because of all the things that happen around YouTube, like unfair copyright strikes and YouTube being a very stressful thing? Just take it one step at a time. Just do your own thing. Find non-copyrighted stuff. If you want like some options, there are songs on YouTube that are non-copyrighted that you can do. I also subscribe to a website called Epidemic Sound. Pizzo kind of turned me on to this website. It's basically a website where if you pay like a monthly fee, you get a whole bunch of free music that you can use. That's like all like background music. And also there's also like websites like this one right here, KH Insider, where they have a whole bunch of like video game soundtracks. And most of them do not get copyright striked on YouTube because you know, they're just older. One of my favorite games of all time, Crash Bandicoot, I never got copyrighted off of that. So if I look up Crash Bandicoot, you'll find it right here. There's a whole bunch of different versions, and it plays the music and everything, and you could just download it. Now, if you have a premium subscription to this website like I do, you could just download the album outright, or you could just you could just download one of the songs and stuff like that. Like, there's definitely different things you could do for stuff like that. But yeah, that's my recommendations. Just take it one step at a time. Don't rush into it. What is my favorite gun to use this season? The MK7, so good. But first, what do you think about the Queen anthem? The music packet's great. And do you think it's a missed opportunity in the event the Cube Queen didn't sing her song? That was a little bit weird. The way she got defeated was kind of jank, I won't lie. Like, they just flipped the island over and that kills her. That's kind of... Like, I feel like she barely put up a fight with that. How was your day-to-day life been after the account disable? It's been great. What is the one moment in your life where you sat down and realized that you made it? That moment where you knew everything would change and you would have been an influence to 1 million people. Personally, I haven't felt that way yet. I think once I was able to quit my job back in like December 20... When did they make support a creator permanent? I want to say that was December 2018. I think it was December 2018. I think that's when I realized that, like, I realized I kind of made it back then. Well, I'm like, I think I'll be okay on YouTube and stuff like that. It still hasn't, like, dawned on me that I reached 1 million subs. It still hasn't dawned on me yet. But appreciate the kind comment. If you didn't do the poll about purchasing everything in the shop again, would you have bought everything, or just because of the poll you decided not to? If people, like, if it was like a unanimous vote, if it was like 90% people wanted me to buy everything again, I would have done it for them. But I'm kind of happy that people don't want me to do that, and they would rather me just like buy what I like. I don't know. I would have went with what the poll said, but at the same time, I wanted it to be unanimous. I didn't want it to be like a 50-50. It was 50-50. So what I did was, instead of not buying anything, I'm buying the things I actually like. Do you think Chapter 3 will see a revival of Swords for Fortnite? It already has. I feel like it already has. The past 3 tier 100 skins have been collab skins. Do you think all the future tier 100 skins are going to be collab ones just like the secret skins? Maybe. And again, I don't necessarily hate that idea because Fortnite wants to make the tier 100 skins the ones that people want the most, right? If they can't make a good enough tier 100 skin themselves, why not just make a collab skin be tier 100? I think it's a smart move. Do you think this chapter will be heavily lore-based? I think it will. Will I continue to buy every cosmetic if you do manage to get your account back? Yes. If I get my account back, I'm buying everything on that account again. Yeah, for sure. I would do that. What's my opinion on the current weapons? Do I want the Scar and Pump to return? I would like the Scar and the Pump to return. I don't think the weapons are all that bad, though, that we have right now. I think they're pretty good. What's your least favorite things about the season? I don't really have a least favorite. My favorite's the sliding, the guns, the map, the feel of the game. Yeah. It's going to be about the past, gameplay, features, etc. I like a lot of it. I don't really have like a specific love of one particular thing. I just like it all. Yeah, I'll end off on here because I've been going on for a bit now. What are your thoughts on Fortnite not making their own music for emotes as much anymore? I think it's criminal. I think Fortnite has one of the best sound teams ever, and it kills me that they don't use their team more. And I firmly believe they should use their sound team more. They're incredible people over there. So that will be it for this podcast, guys. I have not done this in a while. Again, if you guys enjoyed it over on YouTube, make sure you like it. Make sure you comment, share it with friends, do whatever you want. If I see support on this podcast, I will continue to make podcasts. I don't want it to be like something that no one really cares for. So if you guys really do like the podcast, you'd like to hear me babble more about whatever, just let me know with that. It's the best way to let me know if you guys liked it or not. You can even dislike it if you want. Any engagement really does help with the videos and the podcast and stuff. So guys, that'll be it where I leave it. I hope you guys have yourselves a wonderful day or night, and I will talk to you all at the item shop on Sunday. Talk to you all later. See ya.